Okay, this one should be interesting. 2007 Chevrolet Silverado. Customer states vehicle does not crank and it does not start. They appear to have been tinkering with it before it has come here. Looks like there's a new neutral safety switch that's been installed. I don't even know what this thing is. Maybe a security device of some sort? I'll have to look that up. Anyway, let's see what we got going on here. Looks like we have a service 4-wheel drive message. What's my mileage? Got a check engine light. Okay, looks like vehicle mileage is 204,729, and we do not crank. Nada. I also do not see an indicator on the cluster that states what gear position it's in. That probably is what prompted them to replace this neutral safety / gear selector position switch. So let's see if the scan tool is going to talk to this thing, and we'll go from there. Plugging in the scanner. Beep. Okay, scanner powered on. That's a good sign. Judging by the pile of leaves that are on the wiper blades, this thing may have been parked for a while. Okay, according to the VIN decoder, this vehicle is equipped with a 5.3 liter V8, RPO code LH6. And let's see what we got for trouble codes. Oh, there's a laundry list. P0315, crankshaft position sensor not learned. I wonder what that's about. P0513, theft deterrent key incorrect. P0615, starter relay control circuit failed. P0633, theft deterrent key not programmed. Again, that's a current DTC. P1631, theft deterrent fuel enable. And a U0102, lost communication with transfer case control module. Oh, where do we begin? This one's going to be interesting. Let's pop in the hood and inspect for any new components that might be lurking around here. Okay, we got some aftermarket wiring action going on. Maybe. Yeah, I don't even know. What is this? Power wires for something. Is everybody everybody connected? Looks like it. Yes. Yes. Oh, I just heard some chiming action. The wiggle test yielded a chime. I wonder. Let's see what we got over here. Nothing much. It's supposed to go there. Yeah, look at all that. Just falling apart. Okay. Let's go try to crank it after I wiggled that harness, because I heard the chime go off. Nope, nothing. Let's try again. I kind of need to know what they've done to this thing so far. I've got to go back and recheck their work a little bit. Make sure whatever was done properly, which I don't know. Time to put my thinking cap on. Okay, a couple things I want to inspect in here. It's not good. There's our starter relay. See all that corrosion? These particular GM vehicles are well known for corroded fuse block assemblies. Let's pop this guy out and see what's going on inside. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a bunch of nasty green stuff in there. I'm kind of judging by the fact that I can't get this to come out. That's telling me loud noises. It's kind of telling me something here. But what are we doing? Come on, you. Yeah, see, these connectors should have stayed down below. Please come off. I don't want to fight you. I want to live in harmony. Come off. Wow. Yeah, that one stuck pretty good. Put these these guys back where they go. The bottom of this looks pretty clean. There's corrosion at the main power wire right there. We already found corrosion on the pins for some of these relays. I just need to get this last connector off, and we're gonna go and check this thing out inside on the bench. I might need a pry bar. Oh, there we go, got her, okay. That looks okay from this side. I do need to disconnect these two wires right here. Yeah, there's lots of corrosion. Okay, let's bust out the meter and start checking continuity between fuses and relays and their corresponding pins on the back side here. Okay, so ordinarily I would have condemned this unit just based on this corrosion right here at this ignition 1 and over here at the starter circuit. Oh, there's a whole bunch of it in there. I know we have connectivity problems. I went ahead and separated the two halves of this. Okay, so unfortunately I cannot get this printed circuit board out from the rest of this without disassembling all of these fuses and relays. That's not what I'm going to do. What I am going to do is just go ahead and clean these up, and I'm going to reinstall this and see if I can't get some of the systems to come back online, and then we at least know that we're on the right track. The more of these devices that I disconnect, the more corrosion that I find. You can see there's a bunch of it right there in that pin too. So these things are making intermittent connections at best. And like I stated earlier, these are well-known problem causers on this particular platform. Being said, let's clean this stuff up. Loud noises. And like I said, I'm doing this primarily for demonstration purposes and to rule out just this being the probable cause. If you recall it, I did hear a bunch of relays. We heard a bunch of relay noise when we were wiggling that wiring harness that was connecting this. There we go. All right, let's go plug this thing back in and see if we have any change in the status of this vehicle. Now, fortunately, all the pins on these connector side, looks good. So I don't think we're gonna have to do any surgery. These are kind of funny how they like to go back together. Oh, I heard some stuff powering up. That's good. Lots of stuff powering up. And let's connect these things. I don't know what they were for, but they're going back on right now. I think that's, well, I'm certain that that's some kind of aftermarket stuff, but we shall see. Click. Okay, that thing is locked down. Everybody's connected. Let's see if we have any change in status here. All right, that's a negative. There's not much going on at all. Okay, looks like we have lost communication with the scan tool. It is no longer talking to the ECM. This is not good. Let's go with it. Okay, we're changing gears a little bit. I called the guy that owns this truck, and he said that he's been trying to figure out why this thing won't start and run for a while. And he said he had a new ECM put in, or he put it in. I just popped it out a moment ago, and this is the quote new unit. It does not appear to be very new. It's got some junkyard markings on it. It's kind of dirty. I do not think that this is a brand new unit. Having said that, I had him bring me back the old ECM, and we're gonna put that back. This reminds me of a Ford Boss Me video where Rich got sent down a rabbit hole because a customer fixed it himself. So next task is going to be to get these clips removed. One of them's broken off right here. I think I can get behind it. Little red safety device clips things. There we go. There's one. Also, I learned the reason that neutral safety switch was replaced is because a rodent, rat, raccoon, possum, cat, who knows what, got underneath of this car and he ate the wiring harness for the neutral safety switch on the side of the trans. So because of that, I'm going to go back down there and investigate the repair that the customer said he made. He stated that he went under with a floor jack or something and repaired all the wires that were severed. So we need to recheck that as well. So I guess the plan is going to be to put this back into an unmolested condition. Then we're going to go ahead and push it in and re-repair the first repair. Then we'll reevaluate one more time. Connector click. That doesn't stay very well. Okay. And this is why information is critical to prevent me from going on wild goose chases. Alright, let's power this thing back up again and see what we have going on with this old ECM. Because I don't believe this one is programmed. I mean, it might be, but I'm not so certain. Okay, let's collect all these goodies and get into the shop, and then I'll get this thing pushed in and we can take a look at that wiring harness down underneath. Okie dokes, using lots of manpower, we managed to get this into the building. Now let's lift it up. There. Good. Yeah, it took 5 of us to push this thing. Moving on up. Rechecking for safety. Looks good. Shaking for safety. Feels good. Okay, we're down under. Here's our trans pan, front drive shaft. I do see a new neutral safety switch there. And oh my god. That's, this is not gonna work. What are we doing here? Duct tape. Alright, well, we tried. Okay, I think I'm gonna drop this drive shaft down so I can get some better access to all that up there. And we're gonna redo that and reconnect this ground wire. That might be our problem. Okay, what do we have here? 11 mil? Yeah. I need wobbly. Wobbly bit engaged. And turn. There. I do. It's video without more pry bar. Let's get this drive shaft off. Begin becoming removed now. Ooh, the bearing cup's coming off. We don't want that. Both of them came off. We really don't want that. Well, since they're... Oh, I hope the needle bearings didn't fall out of that. And negative, they're in there. Okay. Whew. Close call. Those look like crap. Okay. That drive shaft pulled low. I think I've got enough room in here to work around. Let's go ahead and untape this. Yeah, here's what we have going on here. Some spade connectors with some crimps. Let's see. Yeah, this duct tape is not gonna work out for me. Why did I choose to put gloves on in this moment? I don't know. Where is the ground? Or the, well, black wire anyway. Oh, there it is. Way in there. Let's connect this guy first. And we'll just let this thing back down to see if it's gonna work again. Okay, I think what I'll do is just connect that with a jumper wire real quick, like. That way we can let it down to see if I'm gonna get any response at the gauge cluster or any of the other modules. Because if you recall, the gear selector indicator did not indicate what gear it was in. And there's more tape on that. I don't even know if that's any good. Oh, to be determined. Let's go hit the key and see what happens. Coming down. Okay, key on, please. Ah, look at that, we got a gear selector indicator. Okay, it cranks. We're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go back below and properly connect all those wires, and then we'll address the no starting thing that it's got going on now. But we're getting somewhere. All right, back down here to the rat's nest. It's time to properly repair all these wires, so I'm gonna have to cut off all of these connectors and properly connect them to the harness up here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just pause the cam and skip past all that. This is gonna be a lot of intricate soldering work, and you guys have seen plenty of that recently, so we're just gonna fast forward real quick to the completed section of this repair. Be right back. Okay, we did a little bit of fast forwarding through time action. I've got all this stuff cleaned up. Each one of the wires is twisted, soldered, and spliced and heat shrinked. So that will be a satisfactory repair with regards to what we found prior. Now I'm gonna go ahead and plug this neutral safety back in, and we're gonna go continue to troubleshoot why this thing does not start and run. But we know it will at least crank, so we're getting somewhere. Connector is connected. This stuff needs zip tied and put away. I'll put the drive shaft back later after we're done diagnosing. All right, let's climb in here and see what it's going to tell us next. Let's see, keying on. Cool, we're back to the indicator is indicating reverse, neutral, drive, 3, 2, 1, hooray. It should crank again. Not gonna start though. Whoa! It lives. Get out of here. I fixed it. Sweet. No battery. Well, that's weird. Look, I've got charging voltage, but a battery warning indicator. There it goes. All right. Okay. This thing, it is alive. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear everything out. All the codes, erase them all. Goodbye codes. And we'll power it down, power it back up, start it, let it come up to operating temp, and then we will see what happens next. All right, the full system code clearing event has been successful. Power it down. Key out. Open the door, I got out. Open the door, I got in. This is all simulation, of course. Key in, starting the engine. Service foil drive message, that thing's back. Check engine lights back. Okay, so let's go into engine and to see what trouble codes have set. Let's see here, display please, DTC. Yep, camshaft position sensor circuit, DTC, okay. Lost comm with TCM. So there is something going on with the camshaft position sensor circuit. Say that 5 times fast. That is a separate diagnosis, but it should be paid attention to nonetheless. So I'm gonna go report what has happened so far and what we found, and we're gonna see if our boy wants to do anything else with this. And I can definitely get behind a loss of camshaft position sensor because it has a long crank. Oh, not that time. Let's try again. There's a long crank. Okay. So something is going on with that cam sensor, I believe. Let's button this up and see what we're going to do next. While we wait for an answer regarding further diagnosis of these other symptoms, I'm going to go ahead and put that drive shaft back in and button up those wires that are dangling around down there. And I've gone ahead and thrown some grease inside of these bearing caps here, just to be a nice guy. Let's get that one on. Go on. There. I know that no good deed goes unpunished. Okay, get in there, drive shaft. Oh, it's so stiff. The shaft is so stiff, it doesn't want to move. There. It's pretty close. Close enough for me. Go on there, please. Thank you. I'm not tightening these down just yet, not until I get the other strap in its home. Which he doesn't want to go. Pry bar hammer. What appears to be problem? Oh, it's got a straggler needle bearing. That is problem. Let's just put that back where it goes. Must have popped out during my maneuvers. There we go. There. Now, pry bar hammer. Oh, you. Love my job so much, I'll do it twice. Ding. Come on. Who'd have thought this would have been the hardest part? Bearings are still good. They have nasty habits of falling out when they shouldn't be. Let's try this again. Shoving the shaft in position. Yeah. My first day. somewhere. There, now it's in. Woohoo! What? Woo! All right. Okay, let's get out of here. Maybe go wash up. Okie dokes. Well, it runs and drives, and that's good enough for the dude that owns this one. I have solved his immediate problem, and he's not too worried about the rest of that stuff right now. So this one is complete and is on its way out. So I guess the moral of the story on this one is, once you've learned that your lift is stuck, come here. Once you've learned that somebody else has been tinkering on it, you should probably go back in and recheck their work, because you never know what you're gonna find. And that's exactly what happened in this particular. So the fellow that tried to fix it would have had it right on point had he not chosen to use those butt connector spade things to reconnect those wires down there that the rats ate. But he tried. He did, he tried. Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite so well, but we got it right for the guy, and that's good enough. His words, not mine. Long crank, there we go. That's that cam sensor. All right, everybody, this will conclude today's video infotainment session. Hope you guys liked this video. As always, if you did like this video, I would only ask of you to communicate that to me clearly and effectively by tapping that like button down below. As many of you have heard before, that like button is what lets me and YouTube know that I've done a good job here. And if YouTube thinks I've done a good job here, it is far more likely to recommend my content to other potential viewers. That's good for me. That's also good for the viewers. That will conclude my shameless moment of self-promotion. Having said that, the only thing left here for me to do is to remind you guys to not forget to have a great day. So, everybody, don't you forget, have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Parking the auto. Parking space achieved. Parking, powering down. Pew! See you later, Silverado.